Alright, I am here to show you some mechanics that are kind of broken and are probably going to get nerfed. They involve Recoup, Petrified Blood, and this jewel, if it lets me actually get to my inventory. This jewel here, Bloodnotch. Bloodnotch, 51% of damage taken from stunning hits is recovered as life. Now, how do we ensure that every hit stuns? We allocate stun threshold is based off of 60% of your energy shield instead of life, and we only have 27 energy shield, so every hit is going to stun. We combo that with a Petrified Blood, and you have this combo here. It's pretty easy to do. There's another aspect right here where you can do gain adrenaline when stunned for 2 seconds per 100 millisecond of stun duration. That's pretty good, but you can get stun locked. And in order to prevent getting stun locked, use this one, Immutable Force, which gives you a ton of stun and block recovery. So that makes it so your stuns are barely even hitting you. This goes all the way up to 1,000. The one I got is 677. It's plenty good enough. If you want to go all the way to 1,000, it's just going to make it a little bit smoother. Now, this adrenaline doesn't really work with that rule because you don't get stunned enough to have the adrenaline. So in order to use this adrenaline mechanic, it's like a balancing act between stun threshold and not stun thresholds. You got to be able to get hit and stunned long enough to trigger the adrenaline. It's kind of not worth it simply because you can get stun locked. Any enemy that hits with like a really fast lightning attack or just a really quick hitting attack is going to permanently stun you, and then you have to switch out this jewel here. So if I take this jewel off and go back here, you'll see I'm perma stunned. I can't move. I can't do anything. I can't trigger any of my spells. I'm clicking my buttons. It's not doing anything. And then I put this jewel back on, and I can get free. Now that is the mechanic. It's probably going to get nerfed. It's pretty cool, but it'll probably get nerfed. And I think the reason it'll get nerfed is not so much for its defensive abilities, because you do have to sacrifice quite a bit in order to get that defensiveness to work. One of the things that you got to have is Recoup. Recoup is what prevents you from dying, I'm pretty sure, when you hit that 0 life pool. Once you get hit, the Recoup triggers as soon as the hit triggers, so you never really reach 0 life. Because if they hit you for 100 life and you recoup 18% of it, then you're getting 18 life immediately, so you're not at 0 life. But if you remove all Recoup, then you will die. So, I'm pretty sure this is going to get nerfed. Not so much for what I demonstrated. It's definitely not going to get nerfed for the adrenaline, because that just makes it too awkward to use. I believe this will probably get nerfed because of this right here. 25% more spell damage if you've been stunned while casting recently. The casters that are using this ability are able to get 25% more damage, and then also pain attunement for 30%. So this is going to be 55% more damage and nearly infinite survivability for small hits. What does kill you with this build are very large hits, or if you get crazy with a ton of monsters. Let's see if I can die here. If you get a lot of monsters hitting you, you can eventually die. I'm pretty sure you can eventually die. Yeah, look, I'll die. I don't want to die because I have a little bit of experience, but I would have died if I just stood there long enough. Now, a big part of the reason I would have died is my jewel. My jewel is only giving me the 51%. If I got this jewel to 60%, I don't think I can die from a bunch of small hits like that. There's an extra 9% on the table here. Petrified Blood, I'm using this to offset the low quality jewel. I have this ring that gives +3 to socketed gems and a level 21 Petrified Blood in here. So my Petrified Blood is level 24, which is helping me a lot to overcome the fact that my jewel is only 51%. That is the broken mechanic. Abuse it before it gets nerfed. Everyone have fun.